The CAR-15, a staple weapon in most modern first-person shooters, and one of the first weapons you get when you actually start playing Delta Force. I'm long overdue to make a build for this specific weapon, and albeit the build that I came up with looks kind of ugly, it actually works pretty well. So let's get stuck right into this. So starting off with a blank slate here, we're going to change out the barrel first and foremost. So we're going to go with the AR Gabriel long barrel combo. So this gives you increased range, increased control, stability at the cost of handling and accuracy, but it also gives you quite a few more slots. So go ahead and install that. And then we're going to calibrate this with plus 50 grams and negative 10 millimeters. The muzzle velocity is still going to be pretty decent, but I wanted to have that extra ADS speed. As you can see here, muzzle velocity is still 576 meters per second, which is not terrible. For the muzzle, I went with the Bastion horizontal compensator to just correct a little bit of that left to right recoil that we have here. So it's straightening it out ever so slightly, just making it easier to fire at range. So equip that. For the foregrip, a classic, the X25U angled combat grip. You can't beat that recoil control on this, and then you get a little bit of extra accuracy as a bonus. So go ahead and install that and then calibrate this with plus 10 slots. So for the magazine, you actually have quite a few options here. You could use the 60 round drum mag, the 45 round extended mag, or any of these 30 rounders with some offering bonuses, but I chose to go with the AR 60 round extended mag. You get a slight penalty in control and handling, but you can put the PMag assist on here, giving you plus 1 handling, which is not the greatest, but still, that's the mag I chose to go with for this specific weapon. For the rear grip, I went with the AR heavy tower grip recurring because it's just such a good grip because you get an extra attachment slot. So go ahead and install that. And then we're going to calibrate this with plus 50 grams, giving us further control. For the grip mount, I chose to go with the balanced grip base, giving us bonuses across the board yet again. For the stock, now this is where you get to the ugly part. So I chose to do something a little bit different here, and I went with the M4 recoil buffer tube. So you get a substantial penalty in control, but you get a lot of handling and a lot of accuracy at the slight cost of stability. I promise the weapon looks really ugly, but it actually works really well in a lot of situations. So go ahead and install that, and then we're going to calibrate this with plus 50 grams and plus 50 millimeters, giving us plus 4% firing stability and plus 6% extra control. For the sight, now I wish that you could actually remove the carrying handle on here, but I'm no weapons expert and I would imagine that's how it is in real life as well. But I went ahead and equipped my favorite RDS, which is the XRO quick response sight, and then I just calibrated this with negative 20 millimeters in eye relief. Now for all of these rail attachments, you can actually put patches on them. So I put 5 KC Hound Guard patches to give us further stability, so it reduces the amount of aim punch you get when you're getting fired at, and obviously when you're firing continuously, it'll make the gun a lot easier to handle. So I equipped 5 of these, and then, so let's just put all of these on here, 5 patches, and then left and right as well. And then for the upper rail, I chose to go with a laser, but you could just forego the laser completely and put another patch on here, and you don't really need to put a riser because the sight sits on top of the carrying handle here, so you really don't need a riser even if you want to put the laser sight on the upper rail. So that is my build. Again, I know it looks god-awful, and I actually made something that looks even more god-awful, but it actually works very well in medium, even to longish range situations. I can easily shoot someone down from like 70 to 100 meters without too much of an issue, and the stats are actually pretty good. Now, the stat that takes the biggest hit is the handling, but it is quick enough for it to not feel as that much of a hindrance. Now, the way I built this weapon out, it does damage at longer ranges than the base CAR-15, and you're still doing 25 damage per shot for an AR, which is in the mid to higher range damage models of ARs. Now, it doesn't shoot particularly fast, but it has enough oomph for you to feel like you're doing decent damage. Now, the CAR-15 unlocks as soon as you start playing Delta Force, and in order to be able to use this build, you need to level up the weapon to 56, at which point you unlock the balanced grip base. Now, I tried quite a few builds for the CAR-15 before settling on this one. Again, it looks really goofy with the buffer tube and then the long barrel. It feels like a mishmash of just random parts I found, but I was like actually enjoying this build quite a bit compared to like the short barrel CAR-15 that I had made, and then like the full control CAR-15 that I had also made. It just felt like it wasn't worth the trade-off of the handling that the like full control build had. for how much more recoil control you were getting, and I felt like this was a happy medium of all of the stats minus the handling, which is still not too bad. But overall, the CAR-15, a solid starter weapon if you're just getting into Delta Force. If you have some spare XP cards, just apply it, because that base mag is just a pain to deal with, as per any weapon with like a 20 round mag or less. If you're not doing a ton of damage, you're going to really feel the pain of those very, very small magazines. So as per usual, the share code for this specific weapon build will be in the description down below, as well as in the top pinned comment. If you get a chance to try it, let me know what you think about it. How do you think it handles? Do you enjoy it? Leave your builds in the comment section down below, and also weapon suggestions for future videos. As always, I'll leave you with a few highlight clips of me using this specific build. In any case, hit a like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
This way! Try not to get yourself hurt, alright? Thank you! Blended! Hurry up! Take some cover! Changing back! I'm on my way! You're lucky to have me!